Welcome back to another week of foal watching. Obviously, I have a hello to say hello to, a proper hello to say hello to. I kind of slid it in last minute under last week's video, right toward the end. But before I do that hello, we are currently under a tornado watch. Woo! Apparently, we're supposed to have a lot of severe weather. My hair is doing things. We're supposed to have a lot of severe weather tonight and tomorrow night. We already under the tornado watch. It's going to go till 3 a.m. We have, I think it's saying around midnight is when the storms are going to pick up. That being said, I feel like we've had a lot of severe weather notifications here, and we've been fairly lucky so far this year because everything has kind of managed to go around us or like split between us. But obviously, still have to stay weather aware. That being said, the Munnings she was uncomfortable not last night but the night before. So with her being uncomfortable the night before and us having severe weather for the next 2 days, I wouldn't be surprised if she finally decides to go. And I know I've been saying that every time we've had severe weather, I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to go and then no one goes. But in my past experiences, typically the moment that's like bad weather day, all my mares are like, it's go time. There was one time last year when we had a freaking tornado, it kind of missed us. But we had a lot of damage. We lost power, and we had baby after baby after baby, and with no power for multiple days. And I was over here with my little lantern trying to follow these mares, and half of them were first-time mamas. They were maidens, and I was just like, it was stressful enough. Anyway, so got severe weather on tap. We got one mare with wax / dripping milk. Oh, also, well, yeah, let's go ahead and tell her story. So also I have this Uncle Mo, right? She also technically has wax. Now, I will admit she's had wax for a little while and I haven't said anything because I was trying to be optimistic and I was pushing for us to get closer to that finish line. I will go inside of her stall so we're not dealing with this wind. Hold on. Okay. Hi, Mama. So, this is the mare that's carrying the Uncle Mo. I don't have a cookie. I'm sorry. I know. I disappointed you. So technically, here's the deal. I haven't said anything about her really, other than that she's inside. But she's technically had wax / milk for a while. So we brought her inside a lot earlier than we were supposed to because she didn't really have much bag, but all of a sudden she was dripping milk. And that's a huge cause of concern, considering she was dripping milk 2 months before she was due. It was a huge red flag. That's a big no-no. Hi, Mama. So obviously panic ensued. We gave her medication, waited for the vet so he can come scan her. And so he came to scan her, and sure enough, she had some very lovely placentitis. For those of you who do not know what placentitis is, it is an infection of the placenta. There's many goodness. So sometimes some mares will warn you that they have it going on. Some mares won't. She was at least nice enough to let us know, yeah, I've got placentitis by dripping milk. She's trying to use me as a scratch post. But, so obviously there was a really good chance of us losing this baby. So because it was 2 months before her due date, she was dripping milk, and they were like, it's either going to be a preemie or we're going to lose it. Like, that's just kind of how this is going to go. And I was like, I'm optimistic. Okay, we caught this fairly early, in my opinion. Like, we're throwing everything in the kitchen sink at her. Like, surely, hopefully we get lucky. Her due date is Sunday. So we are kind of finally in that safer zone of like, oh, finally, we've made it. That being said, there's still a pretty good chance that this baby might be a smaller, weaker baby, a dummy foal. And so obviously we have a couple stuff on standby, and there's always the possibility that we might have to take it to the clinic right after that it's born. Yes. But yeah, so luckily she's finally in her safer zone than what she was. So I feel a little bit, you were just loving on me. And then she's like, I throw angry ears. Oh, you big puppy. This mare, bless her heart. In a later day, I will talk about her birth story from last year. She had a joint. Woo, It was a whole thing. But me and her obviously got to learn a lot about each other last year from all that. Isn't that right? Me and your baby were your only friend. Uh-huh. I learned that she knew the word cookies and that she will eat just about anything except for freaking apples. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. She loves to play the bitey game. Love it much. Yes. Anyway, me and her were stuck together for quite a long time because of her whole foaling situation last year, which I'll share on a later date. But, oh goodness. Hey, don't eat the dog. But yeah, will you stop moving and grooving? She's got just a little bit right there. She could still use a little bit more bag. But yeah, at least, please don't with the dog. Anyway, we're gonna break up this little love fest and go say hi to the new kiddo. Excuse the fact that the stall is pretty messy right now. I waited until morning to come do all this, and this kiddo plays all freaking night in your stall, don't you? He goes, yeah. But this is the Golden Pal colt that was born, was it Sunday? I think it was Sunday because I worked Saturday and then I was here for you to be born, but I didn't get to say a proper hello until today. Yeah. Oh, goodness. He's actually pretty big. Obviously, he's chilling, taking a nap. When I tell you this sucker runs around and bucks and squeals all night long. He just plays all night long. Yes, you do. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. You're annoying. It's like, me annoying? Never. Never. I'm the cutest. Yeah. He's like, I know. I got an itch. I got an itch. Yes. I can get the itch for you. Or are you going to freak out? He's like, no, I won't freak out. Some of you all are so sensitive that sometimes I'm afraid that when I touch you, y'all gonna spring up and kick me. It's happened before. Wouldn't be the first, wouldn't be the last. He's like, I just want the lubs. I just want the lubs. Maybe not. Anyway, I don't think there's a single dot of white on you either. I don't think your dad has a single dot of white on him either, though. Your mom does. Yeah. As long as you're not like your brother, then we're okay. He had a brother that was freaking Satan's spawn. Oh my God, he was awful. I was counting the days until we could finally geld him, and when we finally got to geld him, it was the best day of my life. So as long as you're not like him, we're fabulous. It is now Wednesday evening. We are on the second day of this storm session. So it's definitely been a lot rainier today. Last night we kind of only got we had a brief session of rain, and then we got hit with a lot of rain, and there was one bolt of lightning. Tonight it's mainly rain. We were supposed to have a lot of lightning earlier, and so we brought all the horses in, and there was no lightning. So I guess that's a good thing, but you know what I mean. Anyway, Munnings last night got a little uncomfortable at one point in time, and then she relaxed and was quiet throughout the rest of the night. So that being said, I have a feeling, I don't really know. Right now, current vibes are saying she's not going to go, but I have a feeling I'm just going to stay busy tonight anyway, because everybody is in the barn. And when everybody's in the barn, they get so loud. Not loud, it's just babies are playing and bouncing around and running around and banging on buckets type loud. So I have a feeling all these kids are going to keep me pretty active, because I'm going to be paranoid thinking that somebody is doing something and it's that mare actually trying to foal. When in reality, it's just a baby being a baby. Anyway, I guess we're going to buckle in, see if this rain actually does bring any children. I'm not feeling that it's going to, but I think really our best chance is still the Munnings. I know we still have these two down here. Reality is they've just been so a vibe that I haven't been of any concern. I don't think they're close. Anyway, it is Thursday, and we're still waiting on this Munnings. Here's the thing. She didn't do anything last night. Now, granted, last night there was a lot of storms in the area. Like, we just got kind of rain. There was a lot of lightning around us, but not here. So maybe she's waiting for tonight because we're not supposed to have anything. Maybe she's waiting for Friday. Maybe she's waiting for the weekend. I don't know. She's a bit like, obviously, I think, well, what was it? Tuesday, I had noted she's a little uncomfortable. And I think they said Sunday night she was a little uncomfortable. Last night she was fine. So, you know, we're kind of just there. Now, like, I don't know. I'm just here at this point. Overall, we're not supposed to have any bad weather tonight. So maybe that will encourage her to foal. I feel like these clouds match my like energy level. I'm just like bare minimum trudging along, skimming the surface. Maybe I'm getting like a cold or something. I don't. Oh no, you know what it probably is? It's probably the Land Rover hangover, because where I was everywhere, like everyone and everyone at the same time. It was a whole thing. Anyway, I don't know. I feel like this is like. Yeah, I feel like you all got really lucky this season. Obviously, this is my first season doing YouTube. But, like, we got hit with a lot of back-to-back babies throughout the... Like, at minimum, we had one a week, right? And so, like, there wasn't too many breaks in between. So, now we're at the very end of the year. And these last pair is just dragging it out. Isn't that right? She's like, no, you liar. You're right. You do whatever you want. It's fine. I don't mind. I actually really love working night shift. I really don't necessarily love working day shift. And so I don't mind when they drag it out a little bit, because I savor those last minutes of night shift. But yeah, I know day shift is ready. Day shift is done. Day shift's like, please hurry up, wrap it up. Come back to day shift so we can get all this, like, so we can move on to the next thing. And I'm just like, we'll get there eventually. You know, it's fine. Anyway, I guess we're still going to wait to see if she decides to do anything. I'm going to have some coffee because my energy level is boom. So we're just going to keep on trucking. Well, it's Friday. Are we gonna have a baby tonight? Listen, I don't really know. Remember last week how I was saying, hey, I think that like maybe she's waiting for Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Maybe I was just like a week ahead. You know, maybe she's waiting for this Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You know, maybe, hopefully, I don't know. Here's the thing. She's obviously not our only one that we have left, but she's just been the only one that's been doing anything of any interest. Here's the thing. This mare is who is going to foal last, right? Like, that's just how this is going to go. I still say at this point, she's 2 to 3 weeks away. Like, so there's a good chance that we might push this whole debacle into June, which is a very long foaling season. Not really. Honestly, the more that we were chit-chatting about this. We typically have it. So, like, we have all of our babies done by, like, early mid-May. We don't ever breed. We typically don't breed in June. We try to make it so we don't have June babies, because typically, starting June, July, we have to start doing yearling sale prep, which is what we're about to get into once foaling season ends, right? And so instead of having to... It's like us overlapping the two events never goes very well. Because I'm obviously in charge of all these ladies, right, at night, and I do all the foaling. But when it comes to sale prep, I'm the one who does all the sale prep. I'm in charge of making sure, hey, this yearling's getting this yearling's getting this, we're going to change this on this thing. Like, that's my whole thing. So I can't be at 2 places at once. I can't be at 2 times at once, you know. And so we always try to plan it so at least there's like a 2-week break at minimum for me to like switch over properly. And well, we're going to be kind of close this year. Technically, she was due 4/28 was her due date. And so them being like a week or two overdue is really not that big of a deal. And it's May 10th right now. So really, like, she's fine. But just judging her body, I wouldn't be, like, granted, she's been rubbing her booty. But judging her body, I have a feeling, we got a little while. Oh, we have a dove. I haven't seen you before. I've been trying to make friends. We have a bunch of crows here, right? Like a ton of crows. And I've been trying to make friends with them. I didn't know we had a dove too. Oh, new friend to make friends with. Anyway, I guess we're gonna buckle in and see if this lovely lady decides to go or not. I have a feeling as of right now, no. But I guess we'll see. Well, she's gotten pretty, like, this is the most uncomfortable she's gotten for me so far. And so I braided her tail. All of her stuff is sitting out there. And I guess we're just waiting to see if it's actually go time or if she's tricking me. This child drives me nuts. He digs all the time next to this door. It's one of his favorite things to do. Kid. Shh. People are doing things. Going. Anyway, we finally have a Munnings Colts. Let me tell you, between this one and then the Golden Pal that finally foaled, yes, I know, that finally foaled earlier, these two, like, I don't know why, but it just felt like they drug it out for so much longer than it needed to be. Like, don't get me wrong, they drug it out, but, like, it was just, I was like, does it really need to be like this ridiculous? Anyway, he's a big boy, obviously, as predicted, because mom was dripping milk for so long. She didn't really have much colostrum. She had some, surprisingly, but not really good enough, so I gave baby a bottle. And so he's not really hungry at this stage, but he is kind of still interested in a snack. So he's kind of like very casually looking around, see if he can find it. I always try to give them the bottle as close to where they would normally be nursing from. It doesn't always work. Some mares don't really like you being too close. She was just mad that I was feeding baby and she wasn't. And so it kind of, don't escape. So, she made it a little bit difficult because she kept trying to convince baby to nurse off of her. And I was like, I'm the one with the good stuff. So I don't know why you're attempting this. Kerplunk. Oh, you're like a turtle. You good? It's like, yeah, I'm taking a nap now. Anyway. Well, now that that's finally over, I have a feeling... Oh, I'm so sorry. I have a feeling it's going to be almost a week and a half, if not 2 weeks, till our next baby. I'm honestly, we've been wondering, I'm wondering whether or not this specific mare is gonna hold off until like June, last week of May, early June, simply because she really doesn't have anything, you know? Like, oh, that's currently where we are at. So I have a feeling the next week, maybe two, is gonna be kind of slow and boring as we kind of just wait for this last little bit to get going. Anyway, that's all I got for this week. I'm sure next week I'll have a story time to give. I just haven't I haven't given the story time because they were like, hold off. And I was like, you all are not optimistic enough. Anyway, so hopefully when I return next week, I will have a story time to tell. And, well, I guess we're going to play the waiting game to see when the next one will be born.